What's up, guys? Today we're gonna try to complete Mike Tyson workout. Now, if you were here maybe like last year or a year and a half ago, then you guys will see my most viewed video at like 11 million views is me attempting the Mike Tyson workout. But I made that in much shorter form, so people are like, oh, he didn't do it. But I want to do this in a better way, document it a little more and really break it down how Mike Tyson did, because he didn't just do 500 push-ups straight in a row, you know what I'm saying? He set out everything into 10 reps, into 10 sets. So here is the complete workout. I'm gonna list it right here. It's gonna take a long time. It's pretty physically strenuous and it's gonna take your full body. Now, if you wanna try this, go ahead, make sure you're well hydrated and you're physically fit enough to even attempt to do this. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, guys, so first we're gonna start off by looking at Mike Tyson's complete workout. So he starts off with 500 dips, 500 push-ups, 500 shrugs, 1,000 sit-ups, and 1,000 squats, all breaking up in sets of 10 for each. So we're gonna do it like this. Best you're gonna do 50 reps, go straight to the next one, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna rest at the end of every set for like 5 minutes. And that's how I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna see how that works for me. And I'm gonna update you guys maybe after my first complete set and then after I'm in the middle. So let's get right to it. All right, guys, so right here we're starting off on the dips, and this was actually tougher than I thought. My triceps fatigued more than my chest did, honestly, when I got towards the end. And this is more like a burning sensation. Like, I really felt like every time after my first set that I might have just, threw up on you after I'm on like my 45th, around that area. So for this one, I was like, okay, let me break it up and superset it a little bit, because 50 dips in a row is insane. And I actually keep losing count. That's one thing that I had to look back at the video and count like, oh, I'm right here. And then I start going back again. So that's one of the hardest things, really keeping count and holding that down. Then we go to push-ups next. Now the push-ups, this is the easiest part for me personally. Like, I could bang out 50 push-ups. I mean, even 100 push-ups, I probably couldn't do that for 5 sets, but I could bang out 50 push-ups, rest, then go back to doing that. So for me, push-ups is something I mastered. Let me know if you guys want a video on that. I'll teach y'all how to really break down the push-up, how to really break down the basics of calisthenics. And then shrugs. Now this one was interesting because I never do shrugs. I really don't train my traps at all. I don't think big traps are aesthetic. But, I just grabbed these weights. I think they're both 35s, and I did my shrugs. So I was aiming for, I think, 100 right here, or 50, I'm not sure. Yeah. But really just get a feeling for it. And you feel the burn. Like, you hear my little scream at the end. Like, I felt the burn. But then for sit-ups, you have to be careful about your lower back. You see right here, I tried to put the mat down to protect my lower back, but I'm way off. I think I readjust during this video. But when you're doing sit-ups, it's a lot of pressure on your lower back. Everything's going in your lower back. And I put, the weights on my legs because it's a lot easier to just really focus on getting that ab engagement when you really got something holding you down to the ground. But sit-ups aren't the best core exercise. I feel like there's so many exercises better for the core, like planche. Crunches is even a better variation in my opinion, or hanging leg raises. All three of those are better variations if you're trying to, work the muscle, and you can put more weight on it by like putting weights on your legs, doing the leg raises. Things of that nature. Then we go into the squats. So now this one's pretty simple. Really just focusing on exploding up and coming back down. Now I didn't do all the way down, but to ground, because, that's not good for your joints to just do that 50 times or add that up to like 1,000 times. Like, that's just a little much for your joints, You gotta be mindful of that. So I made sure to not go all the way down, but really explode up in the median range, right? So now this was pretty tough. I mean, it was doable, something I could definitely do, but this was tough in the fact that just keep doing it. You get bored, you're losing count. Like, I'm literally thinking in my head right now, like when I'm doing it, the hardest part is keeping count and probably the last 10 reps of it. So really just focusing in, just keeping myself engaged. This is something that I would prefer that you do jump squats, that you do explosive squats instead of just doing regular squats. Because unless you're training for muscular endurance, which a boxer would train muscular endurance. But if you just want to be more athletic, I say train jumping squats. You can go for 25 jumping squats. That'll still train your endurance. But, 100 squats is a little more.
a little much for me, in my opinion.
First set down, peep the Range Rover in the back, and the G-Wagon on the other side. But first set, it was pretty chill. Squats was the easiest one. Sit-ups is actually the hardest one. And not even because my core is getting tired, literally because it's hard to find something to get on your legs and keep you going back and out, keep you going up and down, and also keeping a cushion for your lower back, because when you do a sit-up, it's a lot of stress on the lower back. But that's the first set. 9 more is literally gonna be torture. So, like it took me like 30 to 40 minutes doing that first set. So this is gonna take way longer than I thought. But it is what it is. I signed up for it. And like and comment down below, because I'm putting this work in.
All right, at this point, I'm like, let me just superset the dips and the push-ups, since they work basically the same muscles. And push-ups are like much easier for me personally. I think my chest is just more developed in that way. So I did 25 dips, then I get down for my push-ups. I think I did 50 or 25 push-ups, I'm not sure. And I really just bang those out. Now it gets to a point where you really feel your chest squeezing the muscle, and the pump is extremely insane. And I'm not gonna lie, I do put push-ups these days really mainly for the pump benefits. The pumps is like insane.
All right, guys, we're halfway through. I'm about to give me a lunch break. Now, this workout is not easy on the body as well, so I want you to be, don't fully lock out on your reps if you're doing this, because I really don't like the feeling of locking out. I feel like it's bad for your joints. And if you're doing that 500 times, or in this case, like 2,500 reps in total, that's just a terrible idea. So I would say sort of almost half rep it, not really. Just don't fully lock out. But yeah, but we're gonna take a lunch break. If you guys wanna know I'm eating, I need some leftover steak my mom made, and I'm gonna make some rice. So probably like 5 grams of rice, probably like 6 ounces of steak, I think, something like that. I measured it out. You guys try it as well.
All right, guys, so now we're going back to the push-ups. This is the home stretch. Push-ups is the only exercise, push-up and pull-ups, that I can really do and not get tired of them. And what I mean by that is, even when, I'm failing, I could rest for 30 seconds and, man, I just want to do more push-ups. I just love the feeling, the blood rushing to the muscle. Now, it's not the best for high muscle growth, but, it's there for you to really push yourself, muscular endurance. But honestly, if you're looking to build muscle, this is not the workout to do. But maybe if you're a combat athlete, I'm big into MMA and boxing. I'm a big fan of that. So, I understand why combat athletes would try to, really get that muscular endurance, because you're using your full body for however span. It could be 15 minutes, 25 minutes, 40 minutes. You never know, how they do that. Now we're finishing off with the push-ups. This is the last stretch. I did my other exercises, but if I put all those in, this video will be stupidly long, and I'm not trying to make this video that long. So we're gonna hit the push-ups, really engage in the chest. Like, my chest was probably done at this point, but I had to reach that goal. But really, the dips took out more of me in my chest and my triceps than anything. But I was like, these are the push-ups. This is what I started off on. My first day working out, literally just did a bunch of push-ups. So you guys gotta, realize push-ups is like one of the staple movements for me. And even though it isn't as beneficial as it was, like, as a beginner, it's beneficial for me, but now it's not really. But it's always something good to do, to really engage yourself, to really get that mind-muscle connection. And if you're doing calisthenics, you got to make sure that your basics are always on point. But now look at me, last part right here. Good little exercise, though. Good, solid exercise. I don't recommend this much volume.
All right, guys, the workout's complete. It took me way longer. It took me, I think, 4.5 hours maybe. I'm not sure. I kind of lost track of time with a lunch break in between there. And my recommendation for this workout is really 99% of people shouldn't do it. I mean, if your goal is to build muscle, you probably shouldn't do this workout, because it's not the volumes, the sets, the rep ranges, and the intensity is more for endurance type. So it would make sense, as Mike Tyson is a boxer and you have to go for long times. But for building muscle or aesthetics, not so much. Now, I guess it is sort of cardio because you're doing so much work that you're burning fat. But there's more productive forms of cardio, like even jumping rope, some of that nature would be a better cardio to burn fat more efficiently because this takes so long to do, you know. And a lot of people say I leave at the next exercises, but I don't have the right stuff to do in the neck exercises. So like you got the neck machine, or you got a lot of people who lean off of the boxing platform or ring, and they'll just bring the neck up like that. You know, I can't really do that. I don't have those sort of resources. But it is a very tough challenge. If you want to challenge yourself and try it, go ahead. Tell me how you do in the comments if you do that. But me, personally, I will look forward to not having to do this workout again. Maybe I'll do it down the line. Maybe it could be like, you know, a little thing for me since, you know, I did good numbers on it. And since that's always been like Mike Tyson's always been someone who I really looked up to in terms of mentality and how he grinded. You know, I really respect that kind of dedication. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and comment down below what you want to see next. I want to come real hard out here. You know, I'm trying to take everything to the next level. So I just hope you guys enjoy this.